Oh, hell, it's a bit aggressive. I think it's just a little mini camp, but it's been good. Like, the boys are getting up to speed, the new ones getting in. For everybody else, we're sort of just polishing the stuff we, want to lock in on. So it's been good. A little bit of team bonding, a little bit of competition. Got a few extra bodies in town too, which is helping because we're doing a little bit of tour days, but also being able to get out and see Cairns a little bit as a group, which we got planned for the second half of the week. Right now we're just going to work, and the boys have been great. The spirit's been good, the energy's been good, and attention to detail's really getting there.
That intensity's gone up quite a bit. You happy with how they've responded?
Yeah, I mean, it's early too, right? And now we need to sort of get the chaos a little bit more organised. But I can't fault their level of competition, and I'm very happy.
Just talk us through the importance of that Hell Week in terms of pre-season training and preparing for what's to come in the NBL with so many of these players having played in the league.
This is something we've brought in for the first time since I've been here, and really, there's a stretch in January where we play 6 games in 14 days, and so the idea of this is also have a bit of one eye on the future, that there's going to be a real condensed section of games where we still got to train, we've got to travel. I think I worked it out that in that stretch of 14 days, we're about, if there's no flights delayed, we're sitting on a plane for 22 hours. Combination of home and away, but also at that stage of the season, it can really set us up for, position on the ladder. So trying to get that robust mindset early so we can refer to it at different stages of the season, with also one eye on in January to go, we don't want to sit there and complain about travel or, schedule or, tired legs if, we're already sort of beating them up a little bit week 4 pre-season.
I know Carl's been sitting on the bench for the last 2 training. Any concerns there or managing that?
Best case scenario, obviously a bit of a freak accident on the Tuesday. He's an absolute trooper. It was, we called practice on the Tuesday after it happened when he dislocated his kneecap. He was back walking around 2 days later, and so that was important for the guys to sort of see, and also a testament to Kyle's character that he's not going to let a dislocated kneecap slow him down. But in terms of the injury, probably one of the best case scenarios. So just a little bit of strain that you would get from patella popping out to the side. So we're looking at 4 to 6 weeks. So he'll concentrate on his return to play timeline, but he's also used this time to really connect with some guys one-on-one, which is what we brought him in for. So the silver lining is, as horrific as it was when it happened, he's come out the other end with a little bit more focus and clarity, and the guys are very appreciative of him.
You said 4 to 6 weeks. Are you preparing and planning to not have him play at the beginning of the season?
Potentially, because it's so early, we don't want to rush him back. The last thing I want to do is, even as we're trying to build a little bit of robustness, we're not abusing the guys, and so we still want to manage the bodies and their injuries, and we don't want little things to become big problems. And this early in the season, there's no reason to bring him in underdone. So we still got one eye on the future, making sure we're all healthy and peaking at the right time of year. And for Kyle, it's to make sure he comes back 100%.
How are you finding Jackson on Seeds first? He's back.
Yeah, great yesterday. And I mean, again, when we talk about the imports with the jet lag, he's come from Paris to, went back to South Sudan, then he went to Doha, had a bit of layover there, Brisbane, Cairns, and so he's hitting the jet lag just as much as anybody. But he had a bit of heavy legs today, but really this is his second session with the group, and in terms of picking it up on the spot and being a quick learner, he's fantastic. But also seeing what he's capable of doing, he's going to be a nice little surprise package for some people this year, I think. So we just want to keep going on that journey with him and make sure we put him in the right positions and situations to thrive. It's on him to really drive it.
You mentioned some team bonding stuff later in the week. What's on the menu?
I think one of the things that Cairns offers is beautiful rainforests and beaches, even though you can't swim in them because you get eaten. But, there's so much, natural beauty here that other places don't generally have. And so to do recovery in an ice bath is one thing, but to potentially do it at one of these beautiful creeks with a waterfall as a backdrop, there's not too many times guys are going to be able to experience that throughout their career. So it was really important this year as well, as we sort of bond as a team. I wanted to get a little bit more connection with team and community, and I think that's important to get the guys out there and involved in the things that make this club tick.
think last year you went to Mossman Gorge. Are you planning to get back up there, teach these important players a little bit about Indigenous culture?
Potentially, and again, really I'm just concentrating on what we've got planned for this week. But yeah, there's opportunities throughout the season to do things that, again, guys like, Rob, who comes from Detroit, he may, never experience anything like this in his entire career. We want to make sure that it's an enriching moment for him, that he's not just training hotel, playing games, but he can actually get immersed in community and culture and everybody involved.
Just talk us a little bit more what Jackson offers to the team. Obviously, you just talked about his training and being back, but what exactly does he offer in terms of a player?
Yeah, I mean, as we see him, we talk about how we built this team around Taron, with the idea that we wanted to get shooters and screeners and high-energy guys that can find windows off the ball, dudes who can be creative without the ball in their hands, What Taron's strengths are very similar to Jackson's. And so, again, we've got another 6'5" point guard whose ability to get downhill, get into the paint, find his teammates. He offers a different element than what Taron does. So I don't want to compare him as the same player, but in terms of where they're going to be put to their strengths with the players around them, it's pretty much like for like. So the moment Taron needs to sub out, Jackson will sub in, and it'll be like for like, as we'll have with a few guys in our matchup. But the potential there, if Jackson's rolling, we roll with him, we'll coach him through the process because he's still relatively young, but he's in a perfect environment to showcase his ability.
Thank you. It was an amazing time, to be honest. Obviously, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Just a surreal moment overall, from being around the national team guys that I haven't seen in a long time, traveling the world, going to various different countries, and just being around some of the best athletes in the world and even greater people. So, like I said, it was just a great experience all in all, and something I wouldn't trade for anything.
What did it mean to you to pull on that national jersey and represent South Sudan?
It's always a different feeling. I think it's a huge honor having the chance to represent not just where you're from, but your ancestors, your grandfather, your family, all of that. It's definitely a special moment, especially for a country like ours, youngest country in the world, and just having the chance to see the impact that we make on the future of that country, on the youth. It's an amazing thing, really. So.
Through that experience, you learn anything about yourself in terms of being basketball?
Yeah, I learned that I feel like I need to take it up a notch. You know what I mean? Like I said, being around the best athletes in the world, everybody's a professional in everything that they do, both on and off the floor, and just the work ethic and the way guys utilize their time is just something that I feel like I can definitely be better in, just becoming a better professional overall.
What are you most looking forward to about joining the Taipans, being part of the squad? Obviously, you're going to be in for a couple of days now.
It's a very intense program, I'll say it at least. Obviously Forde has that reputation, but I feel like it's a style of play that suits me. I feel like what I bring to the table, the way that I play, it's going to be perfect for the team. Forde, what he wants from me, and I think it's going to be special. I think it's a match made in heaven.
What's it been like so far? Obviously, it's coined Hell Week this week, but what's it been like for you from your perspective?
It's been fun, to be honest. Very energetic, high atmosphere, very aggressive, fast tempo type of play, and like I said, it's my type of basketball, and just so many different dynamics and guys that bring different things to the table. So it's been very special, very fun playing with this group of guys. I'm just looking forward to it.
Obviously, you were DP with the Kings and then had your knee reconstruction. Talk us through what your goals are this season with the Taipans and what you're hoping to get out of the year.
Just to make sure I can stay on the court, be as healthy as possible. You know what I mean? And that, like I said, it just comes from being on top of your schedule, your daily habits. Everything that you're doing, both on and off the floor, diet, training, weights, whatever the case may be. So, like I said, just trying to stay as healthy as possible and doing everything that I can on the court, and I'm sure it'll take care of itself.
Probably a step up from what your role was at the Kings. You ready for that? You came for it?
100%. I've been looking forward to it for a while now. Everything that I've been doing since my surgery has pretty much been in preparation to, for the next time I get the chance to prove myself. So I'm definitely ready to take on a bigger role and just show everybody what I can do.
Based on what you've seen so far, what do you think the Taipans' chances are of making the championship this year and getting finals? Haven't played one game.
I think it's a little early to be talking about playoff basketball, but the league is great overall. I feel like every team has gotten better. Every team has a different dynamic. Every team is different this year, but I'm very confident in like I said, in the group that we have, a lot of different players, different dynamics. I think we're all going to mesh very well as long as we all stay on the same page and keep just taking it a day at a time. But yeah, this is definitely a special group that I think that can make a lot of noise this year in this league. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.